Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the DC Universe Classics Wave 11, Figure 6, John Stewart. Now, I've got to admit, when I heard John Stewart was in this wave, I was actually glad we were getting another Green Lantern, but I was also kind of bummed because I had already purchased my Blackest Night John Stewart. But, and of course, the only thing I ever saw him with online was this ring construct of a fist coming out. But when I intended to buy this guy either way, though, because I wanted to finish Kilowatt, but when I found him in stores, I didn't know he came with the energy construct, kind of a machine gun thing. And that really looks nice. I really hope that stays on there good, because it shot my interest in the figure right back up. So get a look at him in the box. Onto the back of the packaging. Let's get that glare off there. Katma Tui, Shark, Deadman, Steppenwolf, John Stewart, The Question, and Cyborg Superman are all the other characters available in the wave. And his bio bit says, when Green Lantern Hal Jordan was incapacitated en route to a GLA adventure, Hal's power ring sought out and selected architect John Stewart to be Hal's alternate peacekeeper of Space Sector 2814. Honest and utterly without fear, John was eventually awarded his own power ring and full-time status as a Green Lantern. In his own right, he continues battling evil as a Green Lantern, his dedication earning him full membership in the Justice League of America. First appearance, Green Lantern 2nd Series number 87, 1972, real name John Stewart. Occupation, architect, base of operations, New York City. Special abilities, power ring can turn anything he imagines into solid green glowing plasma. A natural leader, architectural background makes his ring construct structurally sound. So, very glad to have this guy. Let's pull this bad boy out of packaging. And here we have John Stewart out of packaging. Now I have him in a very nice pose, holding his energy construct gun, and of course he's got his other hand just wielding his power ring. Of course I don't have his other energy construct in his hand right now. Of course let's get a full 360 of this guy. Now you can have the gun on his other arm, but it doesn't fit as well as it does on this one. Unlike this energy construct, which is specifically meant for that fist. Of course, let's pull this off really quick. Of course, you just kind of, this is the main part that keeps it on. The fist just kind of rests within this plastic mold. Oops, knocked him over. Of course, this has a molded fist part for it. You just slip that on. Of course, this is a very nice energy construct. It fits very well. It isn't coming off anytime soon. It's a bit more of a classic design, I would think, something the Green Lantern would make. This, of course, being much more updated, which I like quite a bit. Okay, so let's go into detail. I think they did a very good job on this figure as far as giving him the more updated John Stewart look like he's currently appearing. Of course, let's pick the camera up really quick. Oops, sorry. So they did a very nice job on the face sculpt, and we're gonna get to a little bit more later. But once again, some very nice detail on the rings that makes the Blackest Night figure look like crap. So, his articulation is the full range for the DC Universe Classics, with nothing majorly hindered as far as I can tell. Of course, boom. Well, his abdomen joint's very stiff. Doesn't seem to want to move. Of course, his head has the full range of movement. His arm has the full range on both arms. I mean, a little stiff at the forearm, but not that much. Very stiff on this leg for some reason. Of course, other than that, full range of movement. No noticeable hindrances, at least. So yeah, overall this figure, some of his joints are a bit tight, but hey, I mean, I've got a ton of figures out that are a lot tighter than this before, and you just got to work them around a little bit. But so overall, it's not a huge deal. So with that being said, let's actually get a comparison to the Blackest Night John Stewart in here. And here we have both John Stewarts out, and gotta admit, they have a very similar appearance. Of course, he has a good bit of height on John. Of course, the base may be part of that. Let's actually pull him off the base. Yeah, so there's an obvious scale difference, although honestly, not near as much as I thought there would be. Of course, with DC Direct, we get a nicer paint job, a little nicer detail in the abdomen area, with no, need for more articulation. Unfortunately, when I did my Blackest Night John Stewart review, I really said that I was really pissed off that his ring was so poor, and a lot of people were like, "Man, you can't do that. The rings would be so hard to make." Well, let's get a comparison. you've got a green lump of plastic on a figure that is not mass marketed or mass produced. Over here you have a very nice sculpted Green Lantern ring on a figure that is mass produced. And when I say mass produced, they do make quite a bit of this figure, but not on the scale that they make this guy. So this guy has a lot more articulation. This guy's properly in scale with the rest of the Blackest Night figures and has a nicer paint job, but really they both have their ins and outs, so let's move this guy out of here. Get back on with this guy's review. Once again, I'm really irritated that DC Universe hasn't even tried to give us a flying stand. I'd buy a ton of them if they just put out a flying stand on its own so I could have all my Green Lanterns kind of flying over my display. I really find that's a little bit of a personal failing with the DC Universe Classics line. Another thing is, I forgot to mention with Kat Matui's review, I really don't see why they didn't get any lantern accessories like we got with Hal Jordan. I mean, they've already got it made. How hard it would have been to make it, pop it in the package, and give us a little extra accessory in case we all want them holding their lantern. So, not quite thrilled about that, but oh well. And of course his Collect and Connect piece, which is Kilowog. Very massive figure. On the same, while I'm harping on the lanterns, I might as well mention, since this is the fist without a ring, they could have opened this hand and given him a lantern as well, made it part of the Collect and Connect piece. But, you know, that's really me being nitpicky and hopeful. So overall, John Stewart is a solid figure with some very nice energy constructs. I'd go as far as to give this guy a solid 8.5 out of 10. Solidly recommend him. I think the energy constructs are very nice. And this is JTrain997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.